So today I'm going to teach you how to do a split. Someone requested this video. Just follow along with the stretches that I do and keep practicing them, and eventually you will also be able to do a split. Trust me, I'm actually not that flexible. I used to not be able to do this at all, but following these stretches made me able to do a full split. So try it out. So the first stretch that I'm doing is to open up your hips. You need a lot of mobility in your hips in order to do a split. So I call this the football stretch. I don't know why my dance teacher just called it that. You're basically going to be pushing your knees out with your arms. You can either be here or here, with whatever's more comfortable for you. And the goal is to get your butt closer to the ground. The next stretch I'm going to do is a lunge. So I have my right leg in front and my left leg is straight to the back. This is opening up my left hip flexors and also starting a little bit of a stretch in my right hamstring. The next part is really important. I'm going to turn my right heel towards the front so that my right hip rotates outward, and then I'm going to straighten the right leg. So notice that my right knee is rotated out, as is my right hip. And the goal is to get your nose down to your knee. All right, I'm going to come back into the lunge, keeping my heel forward. I place both hands inside of the right leg. The next thing I'm going to do is a quad stretch, because that's important as well. I'm going to take my right arm around to the back, and I'm going to lift my back knee. Try not to let your hips come back, or else you're going to get a Charlie horse. Not good. If you're really flexible, you can put your arm down. All right, now we're going to drop that back leg and we're going to sit back on it. So this is going to stretch out your right hamstring. You're going to flex your right foot up, pointed towards the sky, nose to knee. All right, I'm going to come back into the lunge. This time I'm going to bring my feet closer together so that they're both flat on the ground. Try and keep your hips both pointed forward. For an added stretch, you can point the right toe towards the ceiling, keeping the right heel on the ground. All right, now let's try and do a split. So what's important about this is that my hips are rotated outward. My feet aren't pointed straight forward. My heel, my knee, my hip, they're all rotated, okay? That will allow for maximum flexibility. Try not to do this one. I know people do this one a lot, but that's not really training you properly to get your hips in the right position in order to split your legs fully. So if you can only get to here, great. Hold that and try and push yourself a couple inches further. Take a deep breath in and push yourself out. Into your split. And just hold it wherever you can and get a little bit lower every time you try. Once I'm here, see how both of my hips are rotated outward, right? My left hip is rotated out, my right hip is also rotated out, and both my knees are flat on the ground. The other thing is that my hips are pointed straight forward. Once you get there, if you want to bend onto the ground like this, feel free. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please go and repeat it on the left side. If you have any questions, please let me know. And let me see your splits. Keep practicing.